Hey guys, it's Dan, your host for Dan's Reviews, and today I'm back for another Walking Dead video for today. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about The Walking Dead Season 5, Episode 2, titled Strangers. Alright guys, this one's going to be doing another video for today. This one's going to be doing another video for The Walking Dead. And in today's video, we're going to be doing our next throwback review and our next one for today because we are doing two this week, seeing how we missed last week's Year of the Dead video. However, let's get into the next episode now, which is Strangers, The Walking Dead Season 5, Episode 2. Man, two episodes in a row that are fantastic. This episode was absolutely fantastic, and it also was kind of healing after I watched The Day Will Come When You Won't Be. I remember I turned this one on, and I'm like, okay, I can just kind of chill now for a little bit, you know? So that was nice, and I haven't seen this episode in a little while, so I was really excited to go back and watch this one, and this is basically what goes down in this one. It takes place after the events of Terminus, after Carol saved our crew, and after the destruction of Terminus, and after all that whole thing kind of happened. So you've got them, they're kind of on the road, you know, you got a few pieces of dialogue, like Tara's accepting into the group, Rick asking if Carol will have them, because, you know, Rick sent her away, and he feels like now they're joining her, right? So you get a few pieces of dialogue. However, they get the vibe that they're being followed, right? So then they run into Gabriel the next day, who, let's talk about this introduction. Gabriel on the darn rock. I mean, that was just, you know, it kind of gets me seeing how much he's evolved from here to now, you know, in the final season. But this was a scared, out of his mind priest, coward that, you know, hit on the top of a darn rock and was screaming for help, you know? I mean, it's crazy to me. It's crazy how much he's evolved. And, you know, they go to his church and stuff. They basically settle in there, and they're kind of looking for food, right? And you got Abraham throughout this episode that's kind of, you know, pressuring Rick into going to Washington, D.C. Rick kind of says, like, you know, I haven't decided if we're going yet, that sort of thing. And they go to the old food bank, where basically you got a really, really cool set piece for some of the dead, which I thought was really, really cool. In this kind of like flooded basement type of thing with all these shelves around. And you got these walkers that are in here, which are really, really cool. And I love seeing, like, you know, they're kind of planned, because Rick and them kind of take a look down there, and they're just like, okay, like, you know, we got to go down there to get the food. And I love it because Rick just looks at Gabriel and he's like, hey, I said you're coming with us, right? So they all go down there together. They all obviously push the shelves up so they can kind of block it. And they're behind the shelves, and they're kind of killing the dead as they approach the shelves, which is a really smart idea by Rick. You know, he says, like, you know, let's do that. And I believe it was Sasha that even pitched the idea to Rick beforehand, too. So good thinking on her part. But anyway, they go down there, they kill some of the dead, and then Gabriel gets distracted by one of the zombies that is down there that used to be part of his congregation. And it's the lady with the glasses and the dress and stuff like that. And Gabriel goes up to kind of see her, right, as a zombie, and he kind of ruins the plan. So Rick and them kind of realize that Gabriel screwed up. They have to push the shells down and kind of go after him. So they have to go kill a whole bunch of the dead, and they save Gabriel's life, but, you know, Rick kind of says, like, you know, so you knew her when she was alive, you know, that sort of thing. Like, yeah, I get it. Go tell your sins to God. I'm just like, damn, dude. So yeah, Rick does not trust Gabriel as far as he could throw him, which I guess why should he, right? You know, he's new to the group. He's been kind of weird so far. So yeah, Rick definitely, well, for one, he just doesn't trust many people to come with now. But, you know, especially someone like Gabriel that's kind of as awkward and as weird as he is in this episode. Yeah, Rick's a little put off by it. And, well, this is the scene that we figure out later, but we do realize that Bob did get bit when he goes down there. And we find that out later, but obviously we do know at this point now that Bob was bit when he was pulled under, you know, the water and stuff by the walkers. So they go back to the church. They all kind of gather around, and Abraham does this speech, which I thought was really, really cool, as he kind of refers to them as the survivors, which I believe that's where the name came from, and now they just always call them the survivors in The Walking Dead. So that was pretty cool. And Rick accepts to go to Washington, D.C., and that's what they're going to do, right? That's what they're going to do. And, you know, you kind of have a few moments where Carol is kind of questioning if she wants to leave the group or not, which Carol and her leaving, man, can we talk about this for a second? Like, I loved Carol in 501. I loved Carol. And then this is like when Carol just starts to piss me off at the same time, right? Because as you guys know, I have a love-hate relationship with the Carol Pelletier character, right? There's times where I think Carol is an absolute badass. She is just, you know, top-notch, one of the best survivors in this show, doing the best stuff for our group, all that stuff. I love it, right? I love Carol when she, you know, rescues our crew and all that kind of stuff, and she's really badass when she does it, right? But then you've got the other times where she's like always getting a car and abandoning the group, you know, without saying anything, without doing anything. She continually just wants to leave the group. She wants to bail on our characters. And even Daryl approaches her in this one. He's like, what are you doing? And she's just like, I don't know. I'm like, can we just get rid of this plot? Like, seriously? I mean, it doesn't affect the episode because it's not anything too major for me to flaw it. It's just the Carol character, man. It's like, there's times where I just love her character, and there's other times where I'm just like, oh my god, what are you doing? Like, seriously, I just don't understand. So, I don't know. I can hear the Carol fans just coming after me now, but I don't know. Like I said, I like Carol. It's just there's times I find her to be very annoying in some of her decision-making, you know? Just moments where I'm just like, okay, like, what the hell are you thinking? So, I don't know. Very up-and-down character for me. But anyway, they find the car that drives by that has the cross on the back, and this is like a wake-up call for Daryl. Like, we need to go after this car. They've got Beth. So they go off, and they're off doing that. Bob goes out there because he knows something is wrong, and he, you know, kind of starts to break down and stuff, and someone knocks him out, and we don't know who yet, right? So as we then end the episode, we find out that Gareth and some of the hunters are still alive, and they are the ones that have been following our group, right? So we get that answer. And an even bigger crazy twist at the end is that we get to see they have cut off Bob's leg, just like Dale in the Walking Dead comics, and they're eating it right in front of him as you see it cooking there on the frickin' barbecue. Oh my god, man. Oh my goodness. So, this was another 10 out of 10 episode. I'll say that. This was another 10 out of 10 episode. It's your kind of slower character episode, and it gets you completely just shell-shocked by the end of it. I love this episode. I thought it was absolutely fantastic. I definitely want to hear now from you guys. What did you guys think about this episode of The Walking Dead? Make sure, of course, if you have gone back and watched this episode, again, let me know in the comment section below what are your updated thoughts about this episode. And that is it for this video, guys. Make sure, of course, if you're new to the channel, to click that subscribe button so you don't miss any of my videos of The Walking Dead. Make sure to also follow me on Dan's The Walking Dead reviews on Instagram, guys. And, of course, I'll see you guys really soon for another video for The Walking Dead. Enjoy the rest of the day, guys, and peace out.
I've heard stories. Walkers that can climb walls and open doors. I was never sure if they were just stories